I would definitely recommend Rosie. I've talked to people in my family about the approach that she takes, and I would definitely recommend her to friends and family. It's definitely worth it. Kind of at a point where I wanted to lose weight, and I actually went to the doctor for my normal annual blood work, and he was like, "You need to cut your carbs, and you need to lower your carb intake, and you really need to get on a diet here because your blood levels are trending toward pre-diabetic or heart disease." So that freaked me out a little bit, and I was looking for someone that was a nutritionist. First of all, I thought it'd be great if I could find a combination, somebody who's a nutritionist and personal trainer, and that's what I found on Rosie's website. It was cool. I was like, oh, this is similar to like what my boss does at work, like holds you accountable to what you say you're going to do. So that was just like an added bonus to me. I had tried in the past, I did Weight Watchers and I stayed on that for, I don't know, 5 or 6 months. I tried Noom. I stayed on that for 6 months. And it was like the first 3 months were great and I lost weight, but I always stopped doing those. So with Rosie, it's been great to have somebody actual, like an actual person who I can talk to once a week. And the best thing I've done, I think. First started, my normal diet was breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks in between. Some days I would not have breakfast, but always at night I was snacking. So one of the first things that Rosie got me in the habit of was eating more vegetables and doing a intermittent fast. And so I started small at maybe 12 hours. I'd stop eating at 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and then I'd wait 12 hours till I had my first meal. And now I'm up to 16, which has been consistent throughout the last year. And all the vegetables has been really good too. So when I was doing all this, I was going to the doctor probably once every 3 months just to keep checking on those blood levels to see if they would go back to normal. And I think it was after maybe the third. Yeah, so I went the 3 months after we started and they all went down. And then by the sixth month, they were all back in the normal range. And he was like, "Man, I wish all my patients would do what you're doing instead of getting on a statin or a pill to lower your cholesterol and blood pressure." So that was really cool. And then I also lost about 30 pounds over the course of 9 months or something like that, a nice steady decline. And I think the thing that I really liked about the approach that Rosie takes is it's not just a lose 20 pounds as fast as you can. It's a nice build muscle and burn fat at the same time. And my weight has like slowly declined in a good way. Because a lot of times you see when people are, lose a bunch of weight, they just look so skinny and I think they lose a lot of muscle. And so the way that Rosie approaches it is, to me at least for my diet, is I've just been slowly burning fat and increasing my muscle. And I know that that's true because I've been doing these in body scans at one of the places I work out and I've seen those results. So it's been really great. When I first, went on the website and we had our nice first meeting, I thought to myself, like, well, the cost is kind of high for a personal trainer or nutritionist. But if you think about it, I'm a lawyer. I'm okay paying for time because that's what I get paid for is time. And you get time every single day with Rosie. And then once a week you get your long meeting. And so to me, it was totally worth it. To me, the reason is because it's not just here's your nutrition plan, go off on your own and have it. And it's not just here's a pamphlet of exercises I want you to do. It's let's keep this plan progressive and changing as you're developing. And like I've told people too, it's like not just about dieting or working out. It's like your mental health and your habits and your sanity and just feeling more organized and in control of your life. And that's why to me it's totally worth it. It's priceless. I really like working with Rosie. What we normally do is we talk on Zoom video conference once a week. And then every day she's checking in with me. And there's an app that she uses where I'm always forced to think about what I'm eating and what I'm doing all day. And she creates a checklist that we work on together to accomplish my goals. And, so things like making sure I'm getting the vegetable servings in per day and making sure that I'm, going to bed at the time that I want to go to bed. So every day I wake up and I put my sleep into the app. Every time I eat, I put the pictures of the food in there, and then I get a nice comment from Rosie, good job, or I didn't see any pictures today. Please send them. So she holds you accountable, and that's what it's been like, kind of on a weekly basis. Like we check in every day, and we meet for a half hour or so every week and set our goals for the next week. So one of the things that has been really an unexpected result of working with Rosie is I've really been able to change my habits. So, for example, I would grocery shop whenever was convenient, and I'd get stuff and it would sit in my fridge, and sometimes I'd have no time to make anything out of the produce that I bought. And so one of the things that I do now that Rosie's been holding me accountable to is being intentional about when I shop and doing all the prep for the week so that I have my healthy meals ready to go. And we've even dialed in on some of my other habits like sleeping, trying to hold me accountable to that 7 or 8 hours a night. And I'll upload pictures. I have a sleep tracker that I use, and I put that on the app. And yeah, like just daily habits. I never used to be able to consistently work out, and now pretty good about going 3 times a week. And then on top of that, I do cardio days in between. So I've been trying to average 5 to 6 days a week, and that's been really consistent actually. So this is like the longest I've ever been able to maintain a good workout routine. And yeah, it's because of Rosie. I wouldn't be able to do it by myself. I know that. So I really like Rosie as a coach. I think one of the reasons is I think there's different approaches that you could take to this accountability approach, right? Like one is you could be military style, really hardcore and be kind of mean and drill it in, or you can leave it up to the person to do their own thing and sort of encourage them. And I think Rosie's got a really good balance of being encouraging and empowering, and also keeping you in line to make sure that you're actually achieving what you want to achieve. And it's a really nice balance. It's been great to work with her, and I really like her style. If I like devoted the time and effort that it would take to do plumbing in my house, I could learn about how to do electrical on YouTube and spend hours figuring out the professionals and how they do everything. Or, you could hire somebody who already has all that knowledge and is encouraging. And that's what Rosie does. I don't have the time. I have a toddler, a busy work schedule. I just know that I'm not going to do those things that it would take to learn which exercises to do and what's best for my diet. And should I go on YouTube and follow Eric Berg on intermittent fasting, or the next guy that's supposedly a professional, and watch all that. Or I could just talk to Rosie for half an hour and she'll tell me exactly what I need to do, and I'll just do that. It's a time saver, and it's worth it.